Sara. Today I'm going to talk about systematic literature review. So what is a systematic literature review? It is a comprehensive analysis and evaluations of all published research on a well-defined and specified question called a systematic literature review. So, and also this is called as also review of the studies. So let's discuss difference between literature review and systematic literature review. In the literature review, that is the overview of the current knowledge and theories of the specific topic. But in the systematic literature review is a high level overview of the specific question topic using the analytical method to collect and analyze the secondary data. And also literature review provide a summary of the literature on this topic, and systematic literature review provide high quality evidence of the topic. And the literature review based on the one person, systematic literature review to the 2 or 3 person, and the literature review uses social science discipline, and systematic literature review uses biomedical and healthcare sectors. And the literature review normally contain introduction, method, discussion, conclusion and reference list. In the systematic literature review contain specified research question, research strategy, assessment of the finding. It is also quantitatively and qualitatively, and they interpret the result and the reference list. How it is start? So you need to specify your research question. So my one is transfer learning for the medical images. So the transfer learning means you are use already inbuilt model like a VGG, there are a set of transfer learning models. You can use transfer learning models and for develop your model and train using the medical images. So I normally consider the MRI and CT scan, sound and X-ray images. You can see those images are given below. So next one is you need to specify search terms. So, and I also target to search by using Web of Science database, and my search term is transfer learning for medical image. Then you need to define inclusion and exclusion criteria. So inclusion criteria means what do you include your systematic review. Exclusion means what do you exclude from your systematic review. So I already defined inclusion and exclusion criteria as below. So there are a set of 3 inclusion criteria. Study relevant to transfer learning using the medical image. Those are MRI, CT, ultrasound and X-ray, and also studies that relevant that were published from 2010 to 2023, because images was found in 2010. So that's why I selected this time period. So and also study using the English language as a mode. So exclusion criteria, so that study that did not relevant to transfer learning using the medical image, and also a study that published in other language than the English, and also web articles, Wikipedia and the posters, and also short papers and abstract I removed from my systematic review. Then I need to model the PRISMA. PRISMA is a preferred reporting item for the systematic review and meta-analysis. This image related to the PRISMA model, but it is not completed. I completed up to the eligibility. In here, I firstly identify the record through the database Web of Science by searching. So 4,723 papers that are given from the search query. And also then I go to the screening. Screening means I excluded those papers. I already defined the exclusion criteria, you already saw in the previous slide. Based on the exclusion criteria, I excluded 4,550 papers, and also I found 173 papers that are related to my research question. Let's go to the database and identify the how we search the papers by using the query. Okay. Yeah, this is my online database site. I use University of Malaya library to access the databases. It provides several databases. You can see IEEE Explorer, ScienceDirect, Scopus, Web of Science. I will go to the Web of Science database. This is the interface of the Web of Science database. So you can see in here there's a search box, and you can also go to the advanced search as well. So what do you want to do is you need to define your query like this. So my queries, my search term has very few words, like a transfer learning for medical image. I use AND terms for each AND operator after each term, like transfer and learning and for medical images, and as well as I use index date. So by clicking this one, you can go to the custom, and also you can define the custom data range. So I also define 2010 to 2023 because ImageNet was found in 2010. After that there are more research related to my research topic was published. So if you have very long term, what you want to do is you need to use these Boolean operators and or not to define your query. Then I found 1723 papers. So you can see in here. So I also use this add to mark list because in here you can create a mark list. You can create a mark list like I also create not related like this. You can see in here also related papers. You can click this one, and first I created related papers 179. Then after that I found 6 are not related also. So I added those papers into the related mark list. Then I refine, means I need to only get these 179 papers. So I refine those things, and I also got filtered like 179 papers. Then I also exclude that 6 papers that are not related. Exclude that papers. Then I found 173 papers that are related to my research topic. So after that, you need to do in the systematic literature review, you need to download those papers, and after that you need to define some objectives. What are you looking for these papers? You need to define some objectives. Then that based on that objective, you need to select those papers. So then you need to do qualitative assessment from that 173 papers. For that one, you need to define some specific objectives. So based on that objectives, you can select those specific papers. So my objectives are, first one is, are they improve the accuracy using the transfer learning for the medical images, and then are they result clearly defined, and are they clearly defined limitations using the transfer learning for the medical images. These are the only 3 objectives. So you can define 4 more objectives based on these objectives. Then again you can qualitatively assess those downloaded papers, 173 papers. So if these 3 or 4 objectives meet, then you can select those papers only. Okay, so that is the way to do the systematic literature review up to qualitative assessment. After selecting those papers by qualitative assessment, then again you need to read those you need to define those papers, what are the result, those result, then you can compare those result, and you can get conclusions from how accurately use transfer learning for medical images. So that is up to now. So I will discuss how to do the meta-analysis. After this qualitative assessment, we need to do the meta-analysis. So there is a statistical analysis. So from those papers, from those selected papers from the qualitative assessment. So I will do the video for that one. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Okay, bye, goodbye.